Batman and Zombies, I will be reviewing The Killing Joke, one of my favorite Batman and Joker stories that there is, and I'm probably, people that have read it, it's probably one of theirs too. Yeah, so I'm basically going to tell you the story. This is how I'm going to do all mine. I'm going to tell you the story, which you probably should be used to it, but whatever. I'm going to tell you the story and give it a rating and see if I would recommend it. And I sometimes will review bad comic books, by the way. So it starts off with Batman and Joker. Batman starts talking. He's like, "Man, we can't keep going on this track. We're just gonna end up killing each other. You know, either one of us or both of us end up dying." And and Joker's kind of not saying anything. And Batman kind of gets frustrated, so he grabs him by the collar. And that's when he realizes, wait a minute, this isn't the Joker. This is someone being the Joker, pretending to be the Joker. And so he goes to look for the Joker. He's like in the back computer. He's typing all this stuff out. And then we see that the Joker is with a amusement park person. And as the guy is talking about everything in the amusement park, he's like, "Oh, cool," and then just kills him. And so then we go on to the backstory. This is the main backstory that's in this comic book. But don't get too excited. It's actually not his real backstory. He even says in this, like, why have one backstory? It's more fun to have 2 or 3 or 4. And so, yeah, so basically what's happening here is he's a failed comic. He comes home to his wife, tells her that it didn't go well, and she gets really upset and starts yelling at him. And then we go to Commissioner Gordon and Barbara Gordon hanging out on their couch, drinking tea. I don't know why that was important, but they start talking, and Joker comes in, and he shoots Barbara in between the stomach and the groin area, or the bottom lower half of the body. And basically, she's paralyzed, and he undresses her and takes pictures of her on the wound, which sounds really weird, but I'll explain that part later. And then he takes Gordon, and then Batman goes to the hospital to see how she's doing, and that's when you realize she's paralyzed. She can't walk anymore. Joker has paralyzed her. And then that's when Batman gets really upset. And he goes to go find him. He's asking around. And then we see at the amusement park, we see Gordon. He's stripped naked. That's basically to make him go insane. That's Joker's whole point in this story, is to prove that anyone can go insane with just one bad day. And we see that he goes to a ride, and that's when the Barbara Gordon pictures come in. It's all the pictures that he took of her to drive him insane even more, to really, really like mess with his psyche. And so after that whole ordeal, Batman can't really get a hold on the Joker. He can't figure out where he is. And then Bat-Signal goes up. He goes to the police, and they're like, the Joker left this for you, and it's a ticket to the amusement park that he, stole earlier. And he arrives there in like the old Batmobile, the one with like his face sort of on it. And then he goes to chase after the Joker, but he goes inside this building, so he goes back to where Gordon is. He unlocks him from a cage. And Gordon tells him to go do it by the book, which is, I love that line, because it really proves that even though Joker's point was to drive him crazy, he didn't. After all that, after you paralyzed, which I don't think he really knew that he paralyzed his daughter, but after he shot his daughter, showed pictures of his daughter naked, undressed him, hurt him, he's still like, I don't want you to kill him, just bring him in. And so Batman does. He runs into the building. This is one of my favorite moments for any comic book. He runs in there, and Joker starts making a monologue. That's when he brings on this point, like, one bad day, that's all it takes. And after he starts talking, he's kind of moving around. Batman kind of figure out where he is, so he breaks through a wall and tackles him, and they start fighting. Joker pulls down his mask, kind of starts beating him up a little bit, but of course Batman wins. And they kind of go outside, and Joker is holding leaving Joker there to wait for the police, and Joker tells a joke. And I'm not going to say the joke, just read the book. I won't be good at it anyways. And so Joker tells the joke, and this is also a brilliant moment in this particular book. After he tells the joke, Joker starts laughing, and then Batman starts laughing. They both just start laughing, which is really brilliant because we haven't seen that from Batman yet. And so it's just really funny to see that. And the joke itself, let's just get the book or figure out what joke is. It symbolizes a relationship too. And this whole book is kind of looking at their relationship. And sort of talks about Joker's beginnings and how he became the Red Hood. Because there's more to the backstory. Two guys come in and try to get him to go rob the plant. He really doesn't want to, but then they ask again, and he does, and he got dropped in a vat of acid. I mean, I'm not going to reveal the whole story, because I want you guys to read it yourself. I really do. There's a lot more to the story, and if you get this particular if you get this particular copy, there's actually an extra story. So I highly, highly recommend this book. Seriously, it's an amazing book. And watch the movie, the animated movie that's going to come out. I don't actually know when the movie's going to come out, but it's going to. And so, if I had to give it a rating, 9 out of 10. It's just so brilliant, and the relationship between Joker and Batman is great, and it's a great look at a great villain. So that's pretty much it. I didn't give it a 10 because I think it's a brilliant story, but it's not the best story. And some of you that have read it and really like it might be booing me right now, but I just don't think it's the greatest story out there. So I'm not gonna fully do a 10, just a 9 for now because I haven't seen a 10 yet. So guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the review. See ya.